Regular board meeting. A few reminders. This meeting will be recorded in its entirety. Reminder to turn your microphone on to speak into it. The red light will turn on when it is active. I will now begin to conduct roll call. Chair, Gabriel Lopez.
Here.
Vice Chair, Gilbert Casillas.
Here.
Commissioner Dalia Contreras.
Here.
Commissioner Estrellita Garcia Diaz.
Here.
Commissioner Janet Garcia.
Here.
Commissioner Leela Powell.
Here.
Commissioner Vincent Robinson.
Here.
Doug Ponick, Board of Commissioners Attorney.
I'm here.
President and CEO, Ed Hinojosa Jr.
I'm here.
And at the back of the room, we have our interpreter, Gabriela Martinez, should you need their assistance. You may now call the meeting to order.
Great, thank you. Board of Commissioners or its committee may hold a closed meeting pursuant to Texas Government Code 551.071-076 for consultation concerning attorney-client matters, real estate, litigation, and personnel and security matters. The board or committee reserves the right to enter into closed meeting at any time during the course of the meeting. Do we have any citizens to be heard?
There are no individuals signed up to speak.
Okay, with that being done, we have minutes, approval of the October 4th regular board meeting minutes, as well as the approval for the October 18th Operations and Real Estate Committee meeting minutes. Do we have a motion?
I motion we approve the minutes. I second.
We have a first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are approved. We have three items from on our consent agenda from the previous committee meeting. Resolution 6398, Resolution 6399, and Resolution 6400. With no questions, I'll entertain a motion to approve those.
I make a motion to approve consent items 4 through 6.
I second.
We have a first and a second on the consent items. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Consent items are approved. We have a discussion item that we are going to table until the committee meeting, Ed, or do you want to move that to next board meeting?
We can do it either at your pleasure. We could do it at the committee meeting. That's closer. I
Yeah.
think that's a long agenda, and so we would just have to be prepared for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if it's not gonna overburden the committee meeting, yes. If not, let's move it to the next board meeting.
Okay, we'll take care of the
Yeah.
scheduling.
And then there's a slide deck that all of us have already received, right? I think all of us get it electronically, so if y'all can look at that for questions, we can get later. Then we'll go to the president's report.
Thank you. I won't go through all the items. Again, we have a long list of items for this month. It seems like the last 3 months have had numerous items to report out. We received some awards at the National NARO recently, and thank you, commissioners that joined us there for that. There was also a presentation that was handled by our Commissioner Contreras at one of the panel discussions, so thank you for doing that. The awards relate to resident and client services, project design, community revitalization, and administrative innovation, and they're listed in your handout. We provided 150 Housing Choice vouchers to Close to Home, formerly known as Sarah, and our Chief Operating Officer has been working with Sarah to get that put in place. The San Antonio Business Journal awarded us a Diversity and Inclusion Award, and we were the only nonprofit in that category, so we're excited about that. Thank you, Janice, for your work there. San Antonio Neighbors Together was hosted at various public housing and beacon communities on October 3rd, and I know some commissioners also made it out to properties, so thank you for doing that and visiting with our residents and staff. I'll skip the next few items and go on to the Victoria Plaza grand reopening. This redevelopment of Victoria Plaza, of course, it's the oldest high-rise senior facility in the nation. We're excited about this because we have a commitment to income-based housing in the community, and we were able to maintain this as public housing, income-based housing. The $21 million investment was recently completed, and the property has an in-house health clinic that we've partnered with the Center for Healthcare Services on. Let's see, I will skip on to the last page. Our Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Dr. Janice Briggs, has been selected by the San Antonio Area Foundation to participate in the San Antonio Equity Fellowship. And not only has she been elected, but also our Commissioner, Dalia Contreras, has been elected to the group. So they'll be doing that 6-month leadership program and working to address, they're leaders that are committed to addressing society conditions towards justice and equity for all. And then finally, we had a Red Zone Appreciation Luncheon at the Mirasol property. As you know, our public housing team did great work to reach the 96% occupancy goal that was set by HUD at the end of September 30th.
Right.
So congratulations on that. That concludes the President's Award for the President's Report for today.
Go ahead.
Before we move on, I just want to give kudos to the staff and all the departments here at Central Office for a great job on the Bonanza. I got to come by and visit, and all the departments did a great job in giving a good time to all the families and kids that came to visit. And I saw a lot of happy faces with the kids, and a lot of the employees having fun. Some scaring people and others, you know, it was a fun time had by all, and there was food, there was a movie theater, there were sweets and candy galore. So I just want to say y'all did an awesome job, and thank you for the hard work that you all put into it. I do want to say over the IT and ELT section, your haunted house was haunted. But you had the nice Queen Muriel at the door welcoming everybody, and once you got in the door, it changed. But everyone did a great job, and I just want to say thank you to everybody for doing that for the families of all the employees and the kids.
Chair, may I ask a question about an item that we didn't cover, but I'd be interested at some point in getting an update on the work that GR is doing. There are a couple meetings here at the state level listed, and I know that there's been some discussion about making sure that the coordinated housing agenda on the SA to DC trip next spring reflects our priorities, and then thinking ahead to the 2025 legislative session. So at some point I would love for as a former government relations professional, I would love for the commissioners to get an update on, a more comprehensive update on that work.
Absolutely. Michael Reyes is leading that work with our partners, and I think they're still in the formative stage right now, and we will plan to bring that back to a future operations committee meeting.
Okay, with no other items, we're not going to go into closed session since we didn't do the presentation. Well, okay, with that being said,
I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll take a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a first and a second to adjourn the meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Is that meeting adjourned? Is that the new record?
I think it's a
I'm just out of curiosity.
9 minutes.